We're one of the better broadcasts in the NBA.
It's always about operating as a unit, making sure that whatever we do comes together to serve the fans of Trailblazer basketball.
4 players coming into those 2 going out.
And I'm excited to get a chance to watch them.
The goal was to build a roster around Damian Lillard.
We're all enjoying being a part of his journey.
Goodness gracious, Damian Lillard, 60 points.
You know, the most important thing was to make sure that we came out on the winning side, so I'm happy that I was able to contribute the way I did in the game that we needed to win.
You guys keep fighting with a group of young guys that's growing and learning.
So we got to be thinking when we hooping. Be thinking when we hooping.
Get up and get loud for the letter O, Rip City.
It's the role players and the guys coming off the bench who really step up.
If we say we want to really win, this is what it's going to take.
Come on, man. Finish this out. We're going to finish up in 1, 2, 3.
It's game time. He needs the money ball.
The starry three-point contest champion, Dame Lillard.
When you're younger, you want to be in an all-star game. You want to make it so bad. You know, I think we all take it personal. And I think now I just have a different level of appreciation for, being here for a 7th time, being amongst the best players, as the game has changed. To be able to be in my 11th year, to have this experience, be here, where a lot of the people that saw me kind of blossom from the beginning, for them to see me at this point and at this level of my career and as a man, it's pretty special. It feels like a homecoming.
Having Dame Jr. be an all-star with me and growing up, it's been a special thing for me because he's aware of what I do. To see his personality coming out, just to have that type of bond with your son, and that your kid really loves you unconditionally. It's such a joy to just have that relationship with him, for him to be as present as he is and to be able to share all these experiences with him.
We're married. That way, Davis.
One of the most feared clutch performers in league history, a 7-time All-Star, and the all-time franchise leader in three-pointers made for the Portland Trailblazers. It's that time. Dame time. Damian Lillard.
I expect to win. You never know how it's going to go. I've done it twice before. Sometimes the balls feel super hard, a little cold in there sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to really engage like on that level. So I want to win it at least once in my career. So, hopefully I have a good night shooting the ball.
There's a 7-time All-Star, Damian Lillard. Now remember, he's wearing the jersey. Weber State, that's what, 40 miles away from here?
I'm going to do the three-point shootout in my Weber State uniform. So I think that'd be pretty cool. They put Dollar on the back of it. And they kept my college number on the jersey. Every year that I made All-Star on the side, on the stars, I felt like it was a good opportunity to pay homage to Weber, and just show love.
And there's your final, people. Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Dame Dollar.
I think as a shooter, anytime you come into a competition like this, you want to win it. As I got down the stretch of that last 2 racks, I was like counting, and I knew I had to make all of them, and I had to tighten up and come up big at the end. I was definitely eyeing those deep shots like an opportunity to stay on track. And then when I looked up, I was like, oh, that's 26.
We have had no three-point champion from the Trailblazers until tonight.
The starry three-point contest champion, Dame Lillard.
It's ironic, that it came down to that and I had to tighten up and come up big at the end. But like you said, that's typical. You know, that's typical for me. I play the game to win the championship. I'm going to win. I'm winning tonight. When you know in your heart that you truly train hard and take care of yourself and do everything, I don't have to prove it to nobody. Like, I don't have to prove it to people that have never done what I've done. I'm never going to let outsiders, people that don't play at this level, I'm never going to let them make me feel like a ring is what's going to make me certified.
My first pick gonna be Damian Lillard.
Dominate. Oh, Damian Lillard just in the game.
Like, the thing that gets confused is people like, man, he don't want to win, and you will never do this, you'll never do that. And to me, I'm like, I represent something on the inside that is way bigger than the ring.
Oh, let's go. Lillard. Richard kept it alive. Lillard for the win. There you go. That's the guy you want. Taking the shot to win it.
Oh, game time. It's game time.
I just don't play by the same rules or think the same way that a lot of these people think. When I'm done playing, I'm gonna walk away and be proud of everything that I did, and I'm gonna conduct myself and go about it in the way that I know I will be. They'll never give me credit for what I've actually done. Unless I just come out here and win the championship in Portland, and they better hope that don't happen. They better pray that I don't win the championship for the Blazers.
And we start this 5 o'clock hour of Sunrise with team coverage of the winter storm that came through the Portland metro area.
The snow is coming down at the rate of an inch an hour.
The roads have been covered in sheets of ice. It's a standstill here.
I know what it's like when it snows out here in the Northwest.
10.8 inches. That is a February record.
The Portland Trailblazers, they spent about 6 hours on the plane waiting to leave the Rose City.
I think we got on the plane probably 2:15 for a 3 o'clock flight. You know, I look up, it's 5 o'clock. They're like, yeah, we should be leaving shortly. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. At this point now, we all on the plane like, man, they might as well cancel this game.
Get me out of here.
Stranded. I'm worried I might not eat again until tomorrow morning.
How many fruit cups have you had?
I've had 3, to be honest.
See what happened with Portland snow? Everything collapsed.
We're trying to get out, couldn't de-ice the plane, but obviously the show must go on. We started playing music on the speaker. Nas starts freestyling and saying his stuff, and I start just rapping to myself while he's rapping. But I'm rapping about like our current situation. And it just turned into a moment.
Won't change what I'm gonna get tomorrow. Back stuck on the plane, I might have to buy a fit tomorrow. At the door and get my teeth up off the 6 in the locker room like we the wizard. Got me tight, stuck up in this blizzard.
Biggest surprise for me with being a part of this team is how well these guys handle adversity. But I think a lot of people would be complaining in a situation where you're trapped in a plane in the snow. But everyone's spirit is just extremely steady and stays high.
Man, we don't know what's going on. I got the same clothes as yesterday. Haven't been home, haven't eaten no food. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just going through the process.
Survival of the fittest, man.
The really refreshing thing to see and be a part of is just that ability to not fight what is taking place, but accept it for what it is and then just make the most of it.
You can make a snowman.
According to a team source, the flight was eventually canceled and the Blazers spent the night in Portland.
We ended up staying in Portland. The next morning it was pretty much the same thing. And we didn't end up taking off to SAC until I think like 2 o'clock.
They finally made it out today and they face the Kings tonight at 7.
We land and it's right about the time when we usually go to the arena. At that point I knew that the team was like, you know, coming off the All-Star break where you had a busy weekend, back-to-back days, traveling the day of the game, you know, being stuck on the plane for that long, getting there, you know, right before the tip basically. I mean, it was just an unfortunate situation.
Final verdict here tonight, Kings 133, the Trailblazers 116. The Blazers go to 28-31 on the season.
Just a tough situation. It is what it is, you know. There's so many things that go on, you know, within the team, within the game, within the season. You know, it's a million words for it.
People know I have big performances, but they love these moments.
Your day leading up to that game, you talked about
it was terrible. I get up like really late, first of all. I wanted to go into the practice facility. I didn't end up going into the practice facility. I tried to order some food. They couldn't find my house, so I don't get my food. I had to get my hair cut. Like, I don't even remember, it was so much. And then I'm like, okay, it's HBCU night. The hoodie that I'm supposed to wear is at the practice facility, so I had to ask them to take it to the arena for me and then bring it to my sprinter when I got there. It was just like, it was all over the place, man, so.
What's crazy is before the game, I was standing at half court with Joe. He looked around and he said, like, the crowd is crazy in here tonight. And I turned to him and I said, that's because they're expecting a run. Like, they're excited for something. And the game started and like, it just felt like something.
In watching Dame, you can't really quantify what it is that he's doing out there. It's more of a felt experience, this feeling of awe.
First 8 points was like a layup and 2 threes.
5:38 to play first quarter. Dame's gonna take a deep three and buries it from Dame distance.
And after I made the second three, the sound of the crowd and how I felt after that, this could be a big night.
Damian Lillard doing all the magic tonight.
This 71-point game was special. As it's happening, I'm texting people. I'm like, this man's incredible.
He was in a different rhythm than other games, and we look up at halftime, he had 41.
Damian Lillard, one of the most impressive first halves you will ever see.
It's a really surreal feeling just being on the court with him, watching him do all these amazing things.
It's his ability to make these amazing plays night in and night out. I mean, being a part of a game where somebody scores 71 points, that's an amazing thing to do.
Damian Lillard's got 64.
Are we going to see a 70-point performance? They're on their feet here in Moda Center. They know they're seeing an historic performance.
Going on, you just see him, he's not getting tired. He's unfazed by the defense and the trapping.
Oh, man, I got goosebumps. I got chills. I'm seeing history.
Dame is the 8th player in NBA history to score 70 or more.
He's just single-minded and he's just focused. And when he gets like that, he's a machine.
Get up and get loud for the letter O, Rip City. Most points in a game in the history of the Blazers. In fact, only one time has anyone ever made more threes in an NBA game than Dame did tonight.
When I watch Dame, break all these records, I just feel like this huge sense of pride, just being able to share those moments with him.
Absolutely legendary performance, career high 71 points.
It's definitely more special when you do it on your home floor, you do it in front of your home fans. People who've been watching me for 11 seasons in the league, they've seen a lot of moments. When you have the ultimate moment like that, obviously you want to have it in front of your family. That made it a perfect experience.
We got, I think, 23, 22 games left after this. I know that it's going to be a team effort, but I feel like I got to, do my best to be aggressive.
I'm just super proud of him.
Sort of puts things in perspective and, just grateful to be a teammate of his.
It really, really was a masterful performance. It was a piece of art, man.
I just think it's all about the investment that I put into, being the player that I am. It becomes worth it and it shines through. So, that happens far before, the moments come.
My title is Director of Basketball Strategy. I've played basketball around the world. I've played for USA Basketball, UConn, played pro for 12 plus years. And then after that, I went into coaching. So my playing career helps me with kind of perspective and trying to figure out what would be best for our guys. I've now moved into the more leadership group. When I'm with our general manager, our assistant general managers in that leadership group, I'm in those meetings and I'm the only female in that room, so I think it's important to give my input. I'll be hard-pressed if I know another organization has the amount of women we have. Since I've been here, about a little over a year and a half, we've grown it out tremendously. We have women in all different aspects of basketball, from health to performance, scouting, everywhere possible there's a female voice. And I think we're top-notch in the league with that.
It's very important for women to have opportunities. I also think that it's very important for those opportunities to not just happen because we're women, but happen because we're capable of doing the job. I'm Tina Thompson. I am our NBA scout. I basically watch games for a living. I played basketball for a really long time. I played 17 seasons professionally, 4 championships, a couple gold medals, all-stars and MVPs, you name it. We have quite a few women that have played at the professional level in the WNBA, and their contributions are a part of the growth of our franchise and our group. When I encounter or I'm approached by a little girl or someone who looks like me, they can see that this is possible because I'm doing it and I'm valued.
My basketball career, graduated from Vanderbilt University, played 3 years in the ABL, and then I was drafted in the WNBA. Very fortunate, played 17 years between the ABL and overseas, and got a couple of championships under my belt, so just a great experience overall. For me and for Asia, for Tina, we have great basketball minds. It's just being given the platform to actually apply the knowledge. You got to be your best self every day. The rest will take care of itself. What's for you is for you. You just got to be ready to claim it. The more diverse voices you have, the more areas you cover. I was just given an opportunity to be a part of the Trailblazers organization, but also to strive towards my goals.
Our new guys, Matisse and Cam in particular, we knew that Matisse would be a good defender, but when you really get to watch him day to day and the small things and the intricacies of defense that he has, it's been amazing. And I'm in awe every time I'm watching him play. He's guarding his player, he's in help, and he's closing out, and he's just covering so much ground. A guy who doesn't want the ball, plays defense, and knows how to get Dame open, that's what we need. And with Cam, you just know that he has this potential, and you're just ready and waiting for him to explode on somebody. So it's been fun to kind of watch him get ingested and just build his confidence.
I think the biggest lesson that I've took away this season is just to remain humble, remaining even keel. I apply that to all facets of my life, whether it's injuries or losing some games or I'm personally not playing well. I just remain consistent because I know, at some point things typically level out and there's just no quit in me. Whether things aren't going my way, I've seen myself overcome adversity in the past, and that's why I have the confidence and the assurance to keep going forward.
Eubanks trying to spring. Bolt spins off, they double him. Eubanks over to Grant to the baseline. Back out on top, Little raising a three. Got it. Nasir Little back in town. Back in his hometown with a big triple to give the Blazers the lead.
Being in the NBA, I think, the biggest thing is just staying ready. That's kind of, what I do. I stay consistent with the work I put in, so I just try to bring the same thing every single night.
He razors his way inside on Herder and hits a fall-away jumper. Nasir is sharp tonight.
When I'm at my best, I'm shooting the ball well, hitting threes, getting to the basket, rebounding, bringing energy, playing defense. I'm just doing all the things that, complements players like Dame and Ed and Jeremy, and just trying to help us get the win.
Outside a little for three. Got another one. Oh, Nasir Little knocking down triples left and right. His third hit of the night. He's got 9.
Man, it's been a crazy journey. Just 5-star coming into college, declaring for the draft, going undrafted. I just always believed in myself. I can just remember when I first got here. Felt like I had to prove that I belonged, just trying to prove that to myself, and I knew, by the work that I put in, that I could, and that just builds confidence within myself, and now just getting time and getting comfortable with the game, my confidence is even more high, and it's been a crazy journey, and now I'm just thankful and just trying to take advantage and do what I can.
Off to Reddish, gets a screen from Eubanks, drives in, leaves it for Thibault, winds up on a triple and got it. Matisse Thibault.
As far as Cam, he's brought another offensive threat, and being a bigger wing that can guard multiple positions.
It's definitely a whirlwind at first. I'm just now getting I don't even have all my clothes and stuff yet, so it's been crazy, but it's been fun too. And I met some good people in the last few weeks. Just want to get back to smiling again, playing, things like that. I've been through hell and back in the last few years. So it feels good, man. I just want to, just give it all I got.
Reddish knocks down the three, his first point to the night. Defender to catch back. Goodbye. Thibault rejects the shot from Beasley out of bounds. When you thought this team couldn't get any more athletic, In comes Matisse Thybulle.
And Matisse, you know, he defends, you know, he makes plays for others. And, you know, it's always good. It's good to have a guy like him, you know, especially on the defensive end. You know, he competes, and, you know, he's a great teammate and a great person.
CJ has it blocked by Thybulle. It comes away with a pick. Solo right to the rim for the two-hand jam. Terrific anticipation.
I think since I've gotten here, I've had the opportunity to just show what it is that I think people have seen as my shortcomings as a player, and show that they might not have been what they thought they were. I think the most exciting thing for me is just having the opportunity to do so, and the belief of the coaches and the teammates for me to step into that space and make the most of it. It's unique for me because I've never been in this position as a professional player in the NBA. I think mentality-wise, just looking towards the finish line, it feels like this team has had an amazing opportunity to build a body of work and create a lot of mistakes and a lot of successes to learn from. And now is kind of the time to act on that knowledge that gets accumulated over a season. So, I mean, it's times like this, in this part of the season, where you've got your main guys, and Dame's gonna do what he does, Ant, Jeremy.
Simons with some fancy footwork, drops it in. 15 for Ant. Draws two in deep, and then finds Grant outside for three.
Anytime a Hall of Famer tells you be aggressive, you know, like, it hits differently. So I just try to go out there and just, you know, play my hardest and be aggressive.
It's the role players and the guys coming off the bench who really step up and create the sparks that are kind of the difference in allowing teams to kind of get over that hump. You just have to put your ego aside and just let the effort lead the way. When you see or feel the energy of one of your teammates really going for it and really giving it their all, it just trickles down to everyone else.
Let's go. Well, they can draw.
Leaders do three things. They know the right way, they go the right way, and they show the right way to others.
You know, I think we're in a point of the season right now where every game matters. We just got to come out every night and, you know, be who we are and, you know, compete.